I'm live. That is good. When it says right across the screen, I am live, makes me feel good. That means I don't have to get a blanket ready for my coffin. Yes. Hi everybody. Well, I see Martha and I see Marie, but it says there's only one person here. So Marie, I think she said I'll be back. So then that means she must have to go get her a cup of coffee. Then I see Martha. Hi Martha. Hi Martha. Um, what are you doing, Martha? Um, I'm working on a quilt square. That's what I'm working on because I see this, it's a quilt square. That's what it is, and I'm working on it right now. I'm just snipping it. Hi, Melissa. Hello, Melissa. I'm so glad that you're here. I am. I'm so glad that everybody's here, even if you're just sitting in the balcony with your sunshades and your opera glasses. Then I'm glad you're here too. And I hope you're warm. I hope everybody's warm. I'm a little bit chilly. That's why I have to have my flannel shirt on again. Well, it's a different flannel shirt, but it's flannel shirt nonetheless. Yeah. Hi, Candy and Eugenia. Eugenia from Middle Oregon. Yeah. And then there's Candy. You know what, Candy? My hubster and I was talking last night about New Jersey. How you said that the plastic one-time use plastic is outlawed. Is that only for grocery bags, like at the Walmart? Or because then we thought, well, what about trash bags or baggies or sandwich bags or those kind of bags? And so I'm just kind of curious. I'm just curious. Hi, Patricia and Elizabeth. Elizabeth from the UK, and Diane Pickhart. Hello. Diane, are you from Florida? I think you are. I don't remember. And then Melissa Horsley is working on a scrappy memory quilt. Yes. Okay, you hope that it's just the grocery bags. Yeah, because I thought one-time use in plastic, boy, there's a lot of one-time use in plastic we can't do without. Yeah. Okay, in Oregon, it is just the disposable grocery bags that are not allowed. Okay, that's interesting. So for those, because from yesterday's, hi Victoria, and yeah, I just want to go live every day. I won't go live every day because there's sometimes things happen and I can't. But I'll try. See, I thought so, Diane. I thought it was Bradenton. Yes. Yep, you're the because you've sent me some awesome Happy Meals, and I would say, when you sent them that she's almost like a neighbor, yeah, and okay, and Eugenia says it's just disposable grocery bags that are not allowed in Oregon, and so and I do think, because it's been talked about for a long time, so I'm thinking that is really it's going to make people real, because that's a lot of bags. That's a lot of bags to be used. But if you getting them now, and if you do make like those nap mats or those, because I know like well again, Lori Way, she says that she makes those mats. She crochets the mats. I think she crochets them, the bags to make mats to lay down on the ground for, and she donates them to homeless people. The bags, the mats. And so if you do that kind of a thing, then yes, you probably need to start hoarding them if you can get them. And then on the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn site yesterday, um, Gail posted a picture of a shopping bag that she crocheted using the plastic, recycling those plastic bags. And so, and it was really pretty. It was nice. And I thought, wow, and it'll be a heavy, once it's all crocheted together, that'll be heavy and it'll last for a long time. Victoria says our town has been plastic free for 3 years. Some people griped, but paper is fine. You can make paper bag journals galore. Oh my gosh, yes. You know what I remember is gosh, and it's been 20 years ago or something, is people you would use paper bags and make strips and weave baskets out of them, and they were really pretty. Martha is resting after going out to eat, but need to get in the craft room and get some drilling done. Yeah, you get some drilling done. You never know what Miss Martha's up to. She's drilling now. Good morning, Lizzie. We can never catch you live. It's good to see you. Thank you, Kathy. And there is Carol at the Magical Touch Studio. And Kathy's getting ready to take a nap. Got paint dot pens today. Ooh, good deal. Yes. And so wait a minute. Let's see. Eugenia uses this. Um, okay, I thought I missed something else too. All right. And yeah, and so, you know, you can fuse the mylar bag potato chips together and make sleeping bag liners. Oh my. And that would even be warm. The mylar excuse me. Mm. I was gonna say too, I was gonna say also, oh, I don't know what I was gonna say. There's Skeeter. See, he's alive and well. Thank God for that. And all y'all's prayers, I mean, to tell you, and he is feeling wonderful. They weren't able to get all the clot now, apparently. He's got some more still clot in there, but it's in a vein or a vessel or something that's just hard to get to. So he's got to just be real careful. And so he's got to be just real careful. But he's taking more thinners now, so more blood thinners. So that hi Yolanda, Fiona, hello. Oh my friends, it's just like when I see you every day like this almost, it's like your family now. Now you're just like old family. It's like old family. I don't even have to comb my hair anymore because you're always old family. And I'm going to be making a quilt square today. I'm working on one right now, but I'm going to start another one so I can show you from the beginning. And I may have, and I think I have done this type before on a video, but I don't mind doing it again. Ooh, oh, I thought I seen a new name, but I'm thinking that might be a a troll. So let's go ahead and block that one. Okay, now an error occurred. Try refreshing the page. I hope you can still see me because now it says I got to refresh the page. Hi, Angela. Angela, hello. Everyone around us is sick, so this is my social life right now. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. So, we have to have a social life. You have to have somebody to talk to. Yeah, I saw that. I tried to get that bot out there myself, but it says when I click on it, it says an error occurred. So I'm not sure what that means. And so maybe somebody else can try and get that one. Um, but this, let me show you on. This is one of my quilts that I have made, and I don't make anything fancy when it comes to my quilting. I make things that are strange, strange, strange. I just want everything to be strange and nothing has to match because I get bored. Thank you, Martha. I get too bored. I am lurking today because of my finger. Oh, what did they do about your finger? Did you have to have stitches? Oh, bless her heart. I'm telling you, she cut her finger yesterday. It was sure easy to clean. Oh, you made an oval rug for your back door. Good. That is good. And yeah, this is a quilt. But and when I make a quilt, I just I get bored real easy, so every square has to be something different. And I have got like 4 or 5 quilts that I've made. And like this quilt here that I've made, I might find a piece of fabric, like this was in fabric, and I just what I do is I take and I use this is a mattress pad. And I take that mattress pad and I slow stitch. No, it's torn. They bandaged as best they could. Oh, it's torn up, so they bandaged it as best they could. So no stitches. And you got to just be careful. Oh, Lord. Ugh. I'd say take a picture of it for us, but I don't know. We might all throw up. I don't know. So, anyhow, but I take this mattress pad and then I have the mattress pad over my whole lap. And then I just take pretty pieces of fabric or quilt squares, odds and end of quilt squares, and I just sew them on, just stitch them on. Like, so there might be one quilt square that looks like that. And then this is just a piece of fabric right here because I liked it. And oh, and then this is oh, those are three. These were sent to me in Happy Mail. Those four, they were already sewed together just like that. So I stitched them on. And then oh, this was a all along here, from here to here was a all the way about 5 inches, was sent to me by a lady in Germany. She made a snippet roll. I just sewed it right onto my quilt. And but what I'm doing today is I'm making one like this. This one here. This is fun. This is really fun. And see how it's all just cut apart like this? It's just sewed together and then cut apart. And I like these. In fact, I'm thinking I might do a quilt that is all of that. But you see, you can do it like cut it this way, or you can like this piece that I just cut it in a circle, except I think I would put a more of a colorful piece on top. And like this was just a piece of fabric. I said, oh, that's pretty. I gotta put that on there. And oh, this was a square. I made that square one time on a live on a video. But all of the squares are different. They're every and some of them aren't not even a square. And then when I would come to a space on my slow stitching and I needed and they didn't match up, I just put in a piece of fabric like this. And I just stitched that on there. And like this was just a beautiful piece. I just said, okay, that's got to go on there. And then some places I've got like little pieces of lace on there. It's just, and then I have many Suffolk pups or yo-yos are on there because if there was a little space, then I would just stitch something in that little space. This was something somebody sent me that with all them buttons. I got to sew that back on. It looks like that come off. And then this one's got a lot of burrow stitching in it. But they're oh, that was the frog. Yeah, he's a frog. And that was just a slow stitch thing that and I just stitch them all to the back to one side of a mattress pad. And then that is my quilt and nobody will steal it from me because it's too not matching. But anyhow, I'm going to show you today how I did that one just in case you don't remember. Oh, I want to show you something first. Charlotte Syracusa. I got her a thank you note right there. She sent me a happy mail today. So excited. And in the happy mail, first of all, she sent me this bling, which says believe, and that's beautiful. And then she sent me, oh, I got it over here because I'm already using it. This mug rug. And it's got It's a glare. Yeah, it's a unicorn mug rug, and she did the rag quilting edge, and I think that's just beautifully gorgeous. So I have that over there. I got my tea. I mean water, and this is my tea. Hmm. But they both fit on there. Okay, and then she sent me um Jesus, like fabric, the fabric with the unicorns on it, just beautiful, and then some purple of the same size. So, but then this is what I think is so awesome. This is a wrist cuff. So she's got a button on there, but she did that in the same way with snipping the edges. And this one hasn't been washed yet, but once it's washed, all those snipped edges will get all frilly and very pretty. And I love the fabric. It says love and yay and smile, and it's just beautiful fabric. And then the button, I love it because it's the tree of life on the button. Now because my wrists are kind of big, I'm gonna have to take this button off and move it toward the end here so it'll fit my wrist. But then she also sent me fabric already cut, ready to make another wrist cuff right here. My black and white cows, them's Holsteins, and then black on the other side. So I can make my own right there. And oh, and then here's a couple pieces of the batting to go inside. And then here is more of the unicorn fabric. And so this is awesome. And she also sent me a couple of puffs, Suffolk puffs. And this is very nice. And she lives in St. Augustine, which is just right across the street from me. Well, not exactly across the street. It's kind of across the state. Yes. Moo. That's right. So who didn't I see? There's Gail, yes. And Bonnie, Fiona, Colette. Let's see. And Angela, and Eugenia says, I've saved a mattress pad and inherited a bunch of squares, so I'm thinking of trying to put them together. Yes, that does. Because if you inherited a bunch of squares and you've got a mattress pad, now some mattress pads might be a little stiff, but the ones I have, I only have cheap ones, and they're soft. And once you wash them once anyway, they're soft. And they make a really nice blanket, and they're warm. They're just really nice and warm. Yes, and let's see. And okay, let's see if candy, bandage. Oh, okay. And then that Skeeter, he says, they removed the major clot that ran from my shoulder to my elbow out. I still have clots in my lower arm. Yeah, he's got to be careful with them. And Barbara Batzer, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, and so yeah, he still has clots in that arm, but he's got to be careful. He's just got to be really, really careful. And so, by taking the extra medicine, he takes some kind of injections, and by taking that, it should dissolve those clots, hopefully, and he doesn't get any more. I am your mother. You have to listen to me. Do not get any more clots. Where did I put my fabric squares? Oh, I lost my fabric squares. I am worthless well, never mind. Okay, let me see. Where did I put those? Did I lay my quilt on top of them? I had them right here in my hot little hand just 2 seconds ago. Good night noise. Don't ask Skeeter what my room looks like. You'll understand why I can't find things. I just had that whole stack. Oh, there they is. There they is. They fell on the floor. I have hi Sabine from wait a minute, where'd it go? Belgium, Antwerp, Belgium. That is wonderful. I don't think I've ever had anybody from Belgium. I think I saw you on here the other day, but I think you came on just before I went off, so I wasn't even be able to say hello. But hello, Sabine. It's so nice that you're here. That is wonderful. Okay, here I have 10-inch squares that was sent to me. Um, that's another happy meal. I just get happy with that happy meal. But anyway, they were sent to me some while back. Um, and so what I want to do, I'm gonna have four, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to have um, four layers of fabric. From the UK is Selmachant. From the UK. See, Skater, there was prayers coming from all over the world. All over the world, not just your neighborhood. Well, the world is our neighborhood now. Okay, so I'm going to pick four pieces, but I want them to be kind of like contrasting. Like this one, the top piece is kind of blackish, but the underneath pieces, the way back piece is red. And then the next one is kind of blue, and then yellow, blue, and then yellow and red. Yeah. So there's four layers. And they don't really right away when you snip them, they don't look like that square on the quilt. They have to be washed. And so, but now when I'm going to make a few of these squares before I wash them, and then I'm going to put them inside of a pillowcase and wash them. And then that way the pillowcase will take up most of the lint, because they will lint up bad in your washing machine and dryer. And so that's what I will do is I will wash them and dry them in the pillowcase. Then I'll take them outside and take them out the pillowcase and shake them good. And then the lint will go flying through the air and go up your nose. But anyway, we won't let it do that. So I'm going to pick four different colors of fabrics, and I want them to contrast, so they're different. This here fabric, I think, was made. This here, they call it a layer cake. When you buy fabric in 10 by 10-inch squares, this was sent to me. Somebody bought it off of a auction, and they said send it to Lizzie, and oh, I was happy. I was happy as a pig in the sunshine. But I think this one was for Texas because it's got this piece of fabric, which has got the Texas flag on it. And then it's got blue bonnets, which is the Texas flower. And so that's why I think it's Texas fabric. So I'm going to take the blue, and that's going to be my background color. And then I'm going to put on a red. And it doesn't really matter the print in it, because the print isn't really going to show up. Hi. Yeah, it was Happy Ray that sent me these. I just want to quit saying that she spoils me so rotten. She does. She spoils me rotten. I'm just, what the heck. Happy Ray's my sister. And then I'm going to use a yellow. So I got a blue, a red, and a yellow. And then I think, let's see, what else can I put right at the top? You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll do a different. Oh, I'm going to put this flirty one. Or this flowery one. They're all beautiful. I'm telling you, they're all just beautiful. Or do I want to put that? No, I'm going to put this one with the flags. It's hard to just decide. And yes, but these Happy Ray bought them at one of the online auctions, and then she said, send it to Lizzie, and I'm happy. I didn't refuse that one. And so I'm gonna just I'm going to stack them up together, the 4 layers. And we'll stack them together. Now, I've done these before with not using a full piece of fabric, but scraps of fabric. Just put a whole bunch of, I'd put 1 layer of fabric down, a whole bunch of scraps of fabric, and then after the scraps of fabric, I would put a whole nother layer on top. So you can do it that way too. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. I don't think anybody's ever skun a cat. And so I just want to get them lined up. I want to get them just lined right up perfect because I do everything perfect, you know. I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to just put them on like this. Okay, see, that's what I'm going to do there. See, can't see the chat. Hi, Bootsy. And there's Jean. Oh, my goodness, how nice. Yep, it's a layer cake. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler. My ruler. Oh, geez. Just a minute. Scam likely. Hello, so happy you called. I was wanting to tell you about your extended warranty. It's about to expire, and you are on a recorded line. Just wanted to let you know that. Why'd they hang up on me? They always hang up on me. I just think scam likelies, and they just hang up on me. But anyway, okay. Now I got me a ruler. See, and I'm just going to use this ruler to make my lines. I'm going to make some lines, and then I have a little tailor's chalk. And I'm going to make lines, and I'm going to use this ruler as for my dividing lines. And so, and then that way with the chalk, you can get your lines sewn straight. I've sewn some of them without any chalk, and they get kind of straight, but not real straight, and it doesn't really matter. But since I have this tailor's chalk, I'm using that. Now, one thing you have to be careful. Hi, Ethel. Yes, Mom's whole house is a craft room. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. My craft studio. We'll call it my craft studio. Then I'll sound like I'm like something important. Um, so I'm just making those lines, and I put my ruler at the line I just made, and then I'll make another line, and I'll continue on all the way across the fabric. Like I say, I've got 4. Now, one thing too to remember when you do use tailor's chalk, like here, it's going to sew over all of these lines of tailor's chalk. Then you need to, in your bobbin, where your bobbin is, the chalk dust will get down in there, and so it's always good. Your machine usually comes with a little tiny broom. Well, it's not like a broom; it's like a little brush. I have a broom, but I haven't been driving it lately because it's out of gas and it's out of blinker fluid. So I don't drive my broom very often anymore. Yeah. And so that Black Sabbath. Yeah, that's good music. I mean, why have an old boring ring? Papa's got an old, he's got the old telephone kind of ring. Old Papa does. That's boring. We don't want boring rings. And so, but he's got a boring ring on his phone. I told him he's very boring. And since he's going to be 77 next month, so I could trade him in on 35, 36, 36, 35 year olds. That'd be 70. 35, 36 would be 72, 37. Yeah, I could get a couple of them anyway. It's warm in Florida, but it's still, for me, because I'm a wimp, is still, I need my sweatshirt. Yeah. So, Jean, yep, I still need my sweatshirt because I'm a wimpy. Us who live in Florida are pretty much wimpy when it comes to, not everybody. There are some people that really like the cold weather, but then they might be something wrong with them too. I don't know. But most of us that have been born and raised in Florida, I wasn't born in Florida, but I've been here since I was 14 years old, which has been a couple weeks ago. Um, I kind of got used to this hot weather, and so my body needs hot weather. Otherwise, I freeze. I'm a transplant. I'm totally transplanted. Mom, what? Mom sent you a few pictures of the second piece of. Oh, you sent me a Oh, you found a second piece of petrified wood. Oh, good, because your brother is going to steal that one from me already. Thief. Child's a thief. Steals my petrified wood. All right, I'll take it, Skeeter. You just send it on down the line. I hope Elizabeth's still loving her doll baby. Okay, so I've almost got all my little lines written on there. And I guess they're not like written, but. And when I get these squares together, I may not put this one on a mattress pad. I may sew all these together, but I would put them together in the rag quilt fashion. Aw, Jane, I'm glad I make you smile. Oh, I'm visiting Arizona, and the outside temps are high 60s and low 70s. Oh, it ran out of my before I could read the whole thing. But my dad insists on keeping the heat on at 81. Oh God, I'd cook. That'd be too warm. Yeah. Now where Skeeter is, he's up in the mountains, and it gets pretty cold up there. He's had snow quite a bit already. Yeah. Patricia says that Arizona is perfect for winter visitors, unless you're up in the mountains. Hello, Vigdis. Hello, Vigdis. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch. See, now you can see where I drew the lines with the tailor's chalk. And my dad likes to keep the thermostat at 76, and that's too warm for me. Yeah, I would rather. We don't turn our heat on a whole lot here in the house, and because we sit in our lazy chair. Well, we wear warm clothes, or we sit in our lazy chairs and we're all wrapped up in these funny quilts I make. Tell each other lies, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to now just stitch, and I'm going to stitch along every one of these lines that I just made with tailor's chalk. I'm going to stitch. And now see, this one I'm doing that like a checkerboard. But you can also do this if you I could make lines all the way across it in just one way, and then I could just go cut all the way between each line, put each line like a half an inch apart, and then just cut inside each line the same way, and you would get, some people might call that chenille style, making chenille, and that makes a really pretty quilt square as well. I might do that. I might just do like a whole bunch of different um, types of cuttings on this particular one. See, I never make up a plan ahead. I never plan anything ahead, and so um, I never plan anything really ahead. I just get going. I just get going and start making something, and then we'll see what it ends up as. Like them curtains behind me, well, you can't see them right now, but them curtains behind me is just a whole bunch of scraps sewed together. No patterns, nothing matches. It's just whatever I picked up off the floor, I sewed it to another thing I picked up off the floor. Easy as that. See, there I was quiet for a whole row. I liked your curtains yesterday, Lucy. Oh, thank you. Oh, you noticed the curtains yesterday. Yeah, I've had them up for a while. And Eugenia lives in long johns all winter. My hubs, my hubster's got one of them union suits. It's red. That the back has a little flap that you can just open. So when you go into the outhouse, you don't have to take the whole thing off. And but he doesn't ever wear it. But it's just there to look pretty. It's just I should put it on my I should put it on my mannequin. A union suit. Yeah. And back in the day, people used to wear them in a cold country. Little union suit. Snuffy Smith. I tried to do something different this morning. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I like to make paper dolls. Different kind of dolls and paper dolls. Oh, himself has two union suits. One is red and one is blue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, long jumps are good. Supposed to be in the 20s, happy ray of sunshine. You're supposed to be sending a happy ray. Well, if you send a happy ray of sunshine down here and you just keep your 20 degrees. I don't know if it's supposed to get like that here in Florida, but if it's going to get that cold down here, I'm going to move south. Oh, that's right. I am south. Oh, I started to say that it's hard for me to stay on topic, you guys. Good thing I'm not a preacher or a teacher. I can't stay on topic. But see here, where is it at? Right here. I'm trying. This is a napkin. But what I did was I left all three of the layers of napkin together, but then I painted it over with fluid matte medium because I want to make dresses on my paper dolls that I can put some fashion to, that I can, so they'll be beautiful. So I did that one, and then this is a napkin, and I did the same thing, but I put the napkin on a piece of fabric, and the same thing with the fluid matte medium. Because see, then when I go to shape the skirt on the dress, it will be like, okay, I'm off topic. Okay, let me put that back over there. Go back over there. Now see how that my stuff just. Oh, I hear my daughter. I'm in room A. My daughter must be going to work because she just brought her dog over. She brings over her dog, and she brings her little dog over, then she goes on to work. She goes on to work, and the dog stays here. But he gets excited. She gets excited. That's Little Bit. Little Bit gets excited. She says, come on, Little Bit, you want to go to Venus? And she gets all excited. And she likes to be here. Okay, see, now I'm on the last row going north and south. Now I'm going to go east and west. Yeah, that's a little bit, yeah. Oh, I hear her getting M&Ms. I bought a bag of M&Ms in our grocery order for Papa, and I bought them like well over a week ago, and I have not touched that bag. I am so proud of myself. I also bought him some Hershey bars, and I think he's ate them all now, and I never touched them. I am so excited. Yes? Yes, darling. Yes, I am.
Are you recording yourself, Megan?
What do you got?
This was in the outside, so Papa opened it kind of. Well, you know how he does.
Oh, man. I wonder if these are my needles.
Probably.
Let me see. I don't know why they put them in a box this big, but they are my needles. Don't you just love popping them things? And you going to work or are you just hanging? Okay.
Are you serious?
I am serious. those are these are what I mainly ordered. These are the things that I can put on the tips of the hooks so they won't go. But they just had this big old package. I didn't need that many, but I'll figure out something to do with the ones I didn't need. So anyhow, this is the Scrap and Lizzie Variety Show, you guys. The Scrap and Lizzie Variety Show. Let's see. I've been waiting for these to come in the mail.
I'll see you later, Mama.
Okay, I love you. Good luck on your job. Don't cuss anybody. Okay, so oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are my crochet knit hooks, and so I ordered them. This one's pretty big, and that might be and I really wanted a small one, but it costs as much for one aluminum hook for one as it cost me for 6 different sized ones. So these are nice. These look pretty in a jar, just standing there. And but yes, I'm gonna play with these for a little while after I get done. After I get done with this, and then I might make a little video tomorrow. Just a standalone kind of video. I'm so happy to have these. And these I got only because they go on, because I'm afraid of that's a big fat one. See, there's all different sizes. But see, if you're not real careful, then you lose your stitches off of the end when you're casting on. And so then you can take your, see, that one's a little bit big for that one. That's a little big for that one. Maybe this one fits on this one. Yeah, see, so I would put one on the end, put this on the end, so that when I'm casting on this way, then I cast off this way, and I'll take that off and put it over here. And so I don't lose my like I say, it's a, what did they send me this for? I guess this is to keep, they sent me a little emery board. I guess that's to, wait a minute, what's this now? The Knit Pal Lounge. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so anyhow, like I say, this is the Scrap and Lizzie Variety Show. So I got a lot of those thingies, but I can use them. If nothing else, that's nice. A little emery board. So let's put those back in there and get back to business here. Oh yeah, now I can go and do my crochet knitting. And if you don't know what crochet knitting is, then I'll make a video. Might make a video, not a live, but just a video. I might do that tomorrow. Oops. Or tonight. Oh goodness, now I made my lines so I'd have straight lines, and I'm sewing off track. That's okay though, it doesn't matter. Okay. Best show on earth. Oh goodness. I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree, but my lights do go on, but nobody's always home. Elevator doesn't go to the top floor all the time, but hey, at least there is a top floor and there is an elevator. Just don't always go to the top floor. See, I already see all that chalk on my presser foot, so I know when I'm done with this, I'm going to sweep out my bobbin where I have the bobbin, because that chalk will gunk up down there and cause a little problem, give you a little stress. We don't want stress. No stress allowed. And so, boy, I'm glad them hooks came today, because I really wanted them. So, what is today? Today's Thursday. Oh, good. Jeffrey will be here tomorrow. Now, I don't never know for sure. I'm more apt to go on Sunday through Thursday than Friday and Saturday nights, because I have Jeffrey here. and that's usually when family comes in, like Billy and stuff. Um, and then I spend time with them. So if you don't see me on live, it's probably because the family is interrupted.
Here you go. This came in my free Happy Meal yesterday.
This came in your free Happy Meal. What is it?
It's like a big old coloring sheet with some little bitty color pencils. And stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I figured you'd just love it.
Oh, in your Happy Meal.
My free Happy Meal.
Oh, you could.
Free Happy
You got a free Happy Meal?
Meal. Yeah, good. All right, love you, bye.
She got this in her Happy Meal, so she bring it to me. Of course, my children know what make me happy. First, I thought she said Happy Meal, but it's not Happy Meal. It's Happy Meal. And I wanted to just kind of introduce you as well to my niece. Um, I noticed in the whoops. I noticed in the Scrapping with Unicorns that we have a new, a new member. Her name is Cheryl Newburn. Cheryl Newburn, if you're in the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn group, is my niece. My niece is 30, she's 6 months older or younger than Billy. Okay, now I can't remember. Younger. She's no older. She's 6 months older than Billy, so she's 37 already. She turned 37 in May. But she's got cerebral palsy. She's pretty much she is pretty much she's very disabled with the cerebral palsy, but she just became a member of Defy, and I kind of signed her up because she needed something, and so, and then now I see that she is even joined up with the on the Scrapless Unicorn group, and so she is very new at crafting, and she has problems, with dexterity and her small motor skills, well, all her motor skills. But she sure is trying. And when she does something and it's done, if she does something, she is just so proud and she's just so excited. And her life is kind of wonky. Her life, things in her life are kind of wonky. And so I'm encouraging her to, do these crafts, do it, as much as you can, and nothing has to be perfect or nothing. And and so she has been, and she's already gotten a couple packages from Defy of just craft supplies, and that she can try, and she is loving it. She's loving it. And so I am so Defy is it's the Disabled Artists Disabled Artists Foundation Incorporated, I guess. And but bless her heart, it's she's awesome. Okay, now I've got all the stitches done. It is all stitched in the crossed, both north and south and east and west. They're all stitched. And yes, I have 4 layers of cotton. And cotton is probably the best thing to use because you're going to be cutting it. And you're going to be cutting it. And now, well, I'm going to show you what I do. I start with a seam ripper. I also use my rag cuttings shears, but I start with a seam ripper. And if you got a nice sharp seam ripper, hello Valerie. If you have a nice sharp seam ripper, let me show you now, right now on my quilt. Let me pick my quilt up again off of the floor and show you the patch. I find the right one. Okay, there it is. This here patch, this one is the one I'm doing. See how this one is? On this one, the top layer was mostly orange. Actually, it was more of a marbled color, the top piece. And then there was Oh, this one here, I had a whole bunch of scraps under it. So I had a layer of fabric, a whole bunch of scrap pieces, and then another layer of fabric. And then I sewed north, east, south, and west, north to south, east to west, and about in 1 inch um, segments. And then cut them apart. And because this one is done with scraps in between the two good pieces, um, it's really got a lot of color in it. All right. And so, but I'm on this, I'm just using the 4 pieces of 10 by 10s because I had them. But I really like um send me a picture of a birthday reminder. My child. That's it when it's got that terrible ringtone. Oh, that's right. I put the ringtone on there. Now I'm going to use my seam ripper. And the one thing I'm going to be careful of is not to go through the bottom. I don't want to go through that bottom layer. So I'm, and you can start wherever you want. And you just go to the corner of one of the squares and get that seam ripper and and then you open it from corner to corner. And see, there I got just one layer of the fabric. And now I see the yellow. And so I'm going to, and this might take you a little bit of time, but it's worth it in the end. So then I'll cut the yellow. And then I got, what's on the back? Okay, the back is blue. And I just want to make sure I don't go through to the back one. But I have went through to the back before, and then I just stitch a piece on. But see how there it is? But then when I do the, because I want it to be a cross, then I'm going to go with my nippers to do, what's going on there? Oh, my thingy. Okay. I thought my scissor needed some more blinker fluid. But see, and I cut each square into that cross. I cut an X in each square, so it's from corner to corner, corner to corner. And so that, and then once it's washed, once you wash this and dry it, all of those little pieces will they just kind of fray up and they just are, I think, beautiful. And when I get this done, I'm going to rag quilt it together. So, like, this is one square that I'm working on here, too. And so, once I get them both going, I'm going to sew them together with the back sides together, not the pretty side, but the back sides together. And then I'll stitch them up. But then I'm going to snip all the way along that seam. And then that is going to make beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's what's going to make. It's going to make beautiful. So, and then it takes a little bit of while, to go through each one of these layers, but you want to be careful that you don't cut through the back one. And these seam rippers are cheap. You can buy these really, really cheap. So if you have one and then it's not in it, it gets dull, just buy another one. They're cheap. But see there. And what I'll do is I'll probably do this all in this direction first. And so I have to hold my finger on the back so that I can tell if my seam ripper goes through that back. Because I don't want it to go through that back piece. I want it to stay where it belongs to be at. And so, yeah, that's it. Okay, let's see. And I'm telling you, this is one quilt block that is, I love these. I love anything like these shaggy, raggy things. I just love them. And which I love the pretty quilts too that people spend everything. Hi, Jamie. Oh, and then there's Michelle Helm. You had to change your name. Okay, Myth T is Michelle Helm. We'll try and remember that. And so yes, this so I think I'm not going to cut the very edges at all. I'm going to let them just go and be themselves. But you know what I'm going to do? I forgot to pull a card one time, so I got to make sure I pull a card now before, because see, yesterday I pulled the quilt square, and so that's what I did here. Put that down in my used. I put my black ink here too, so I don't lose that. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. Okay, then I'm going to reach back in here and I'll take this one here. It's a rummy card. What should it say? Wood. Tomorrow I'm going to do something with wood. Okay, don't know what it is going to be, but I have wood. That's why I put that on there, is because I have wood. So I'm going to do something with wood. Don't know what it's going to be. But I just wanted to get that pulled before I forget, because I do have a habit of forgetting stuff. I don't know what I forget because I forgot what I forget. I forget what I forgot. But anyway, oh, and as far as our list of words and things that we came up with, um, Gail went and checked on our in the group Scrap and Loose Unicorns, and there is a list up there of words already, and we are going to be adding. There's a list already there. We're going to be adding some of the new words that just come up into that list. And I think the list is printable. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So, because that's nice if you can print it. Then, especially if you're just um, making paper words on paper that you want to put on oh, I can't even think, on tags and ephemeras and stuff. Then you can just cut the words out, layer them on, and there you go. But boy, you ladies came up with some really awesome words, some that I never thought of to use as a single inspirational word, or just a word that is just fun. And so I'm cutting through 3 layers, Bonnie. So I'm leaving, not cutting the bottom layer, just the 3 layers. And you all who are helping to answer those questions, thank you so much, because um, I tend to not watch the chat real closely. And so I'm cutting through 3. Actually, when I go through the first time, I don't think I get all 3. I don't always get all 3. Then I'll go back and get, like I say, it does take a little while to do this part, but it's worth it in the end. And like we were just talking about too, that we need to make our own and do we're going to needing to make our own shopping bags. Actually, let me tell you something too. If you don't go through all 3 layers, if you only go through, say, on some of them go through all 3, some of them just go through 1, some of them go through 2, then you're going to have a more colorful finished one. That's an idea too. Just popped right in my head just then, all by itself. And so just being sure. So go either through the first one, first 2, or first 3. Just don't go through all 4. And then you get more of a variety of colors once you wash it and dry it. But like I was saying, we have to be starting to make our own grocery bags. Well, in that case, our own shopping bags, then make them fun. Now, see, if you were to take like a 12 by, this is 10 by 10 right here. But um, if you were to take, um, hmm, Okay, Karen says, was the scarf comfortable or itchy? If you're asking me, my scarves, I love scarves. Some people don't like scarves at all. But my scarf, oh, I put it in the laundry basket, is my scarf does not itch at all, but then I love to have a scarf around my neck. I like to have stuff around my neck. Some people that I wore the other day, yes, it was for me very comfortable, and it wasn't itchy at all. But it's been washed. See, because I wash when I make those rag quilted things, I wash them, and so they're already soft. And so, but yeah, to me, they're very comfortable. But then I like scarves, and but I know there's some people who don't. So it's just now I had one lady that bought a scarf or two, and she said she's using hers when she goes out gardening because she sweats. And she said then she's got that scarf on and it's like a towel. She said if she carries a dish towel over her shoulder to wipe her brow with, then she's constantly dropping it. And she said this way it was perfect. She had it there to wipe her brow. I think a brain surgeon would like these, wipe their brow while they're doing their brain surgery. And so, and then I just gave one to my daughter-in-law's mother for her birthday. I sent one over for her, and she likes it for using it as a pot holder. She's got her pot holders hanging right around her neck, and so she enjoys it for that. So and then like I make mine out of the scruffy quilted rag quilt style. And you don't have to do that. You can just make them a one straight piece of fabric and put a half a towel on each end. Well, on mine, I bought some oversized dish rags, and I put the dish rags on some of them. Some of them have a half a towel, but most of them are getting a half a dish rag. I mean, getting a whole dish rag because the dish rags are about the same size as a half a dish towel. Lizzie, you have a chenille color. I know you do because I bought mine when you showed yours off. Yes, I do have a chenille cutter, and they are very, 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 very handy. And so when I do, of course, my chenille cutter is hiding somewhere. It was in one of these things right up here, in front of God and everybody, and now it's hiding. But yeah, I have a chenille cutter, and which is like it's like a rotary cutter, y'all, except it's got a skate on the bottom of it. So when you they're good for when you're doing the straight lines across, and they work really, really well. And so, and that cuts if you're doing the chenille squares. So I think I'm going to do some like this in this particular quilt that I'm going to make. I'm going to make some that are done this with the checkerboard style. I just call it a checkerboard style. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I'm going to do some with the checkerboard style, which is this square right here. Then I want to do some that is like this little piece right here. That's the chenille style right there. This one's neat. This one here is got the denim on the top. And see, this isn't a square, it's just a piece. But that's how my quilt is. It's got some pieces, some squares, some are nothings, and some are somethings. And then one of them here I have, look at that pretty lady. And then, let's see, I got one I did in a circle. See, this one here is done in a circle. And it was some kind of weird fabric. So it really shagged up nice. Oh, and then this one's a circle. See? So that one I just stitched scraps and then laid one piece of fabric over the top, one on the bottom, and then just stitched around circle in a spiral. And then I just cut all around that spiral, and then that's how that piece came out. So my whole quilt is just um just beautiful. And there's stuff in here that other people have sent me. Other people have sent me pieces of fun things, and I just sometimes I just take them and stick them on there. Just stick them. Just stick them right on there. And so your whole quilt is different. It's just a whole storybook. This is a crocheted piece right here. That's a crocheted piece that I just had it. I don't know where I got it even. What is this sharp thing in here? Hmm. I can't have that sharp thing in there. Like a staple. Why would that be in there? I gotta get that out right now while I'm thinking about it. Well, I have it in my hot little hand. I'm just gonna get. I don't know if well, maybe at one time there was a staple in that crochet thing. It's part of the variety show. There, I got it out of there because that would have been horrible if it poked a child. And so, but yes. Oh, this one here. My friend Tracy sent me this little lady. So she got put on there. And like I said, this was a crocheted piece. I just put that on there. And I got like little buttons. We're gonna tighten that one on there. That one needs a little tightening. You sometimes got to go back and tighten things up on there. But yeah, okay. Back to my job. Back to my what I was doing. Back to what I was doing. But yeah, I think I am going to cut through some of these one layer, some of them two, some of them three, so that I will have a bunch of colors. Okay, I got all of them gone that one way. My grandmother used to make beautiful chenille coverlet for the beds. Wish I still had mine. Oh, yeah. Sometimes that's it. I have had so many things that were given to me handmade by people, and I don't know where they are anymore. Because I think when you're younger, I just dump it on the floor. Dump everything on the floor. That's what floors are there for. Hi, Grandma Sandy. My allergies don't like chenille because it catches or makes dust, something like that. Yes, they will make dust. The more and more they're washed, though, I think that less and less dust they are. But if you've got an allergy to any kind of a dust, then you probably would not want them. Which is better, the chenille cutter or the snippers, and why? The chenille cutters are good for when you're cutting a straight line. These snippers are good is especially when you're cutting through the edges, when you get them sewn together and you have two edges that need to be cut. Let me see if I have my bag right here. This is a bag that I was working on, and this one here is got 5-inch squares. But see how when I stitch them together in the centers together, then I went through with my nippers and cut them like every quarter of an inch down. That's what I use the nippers for. And these nippers will nip through like 30 pieces of fabric with no problem. If you try to do this with just your tips of your scissors, you're going to wear out some joints, I'm telling you. And it's hard. But with these nippers, and they've got the spring in the middle, they are good for doing this kind of thing. And because I do a lot of this with the rag quilting, then I need my nippers. And so that's where the nippers are good. And the whatever we just called that other thing, that one is the chenille cutter that you can just go straight lines right down. And so yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. And so I'm not going to stay on long today. I well, now that I got my crochet hook, I was gonna go take a nap because I was real tired before I started, and 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 but now I think I want to crochet or crochet knit. And because I got a couple patterns that I want to try in my, you just wouldn't believe what all I have in the floor down here. Yes, Linda, I love a rag quilt. I love them. I just, you know, I well, for one thing, I had to have a problem in getting, my seams all straight and everything when I do a, well, I don't know, I put my book, but anyway, to get my seams straight when you do regular quilting, I just have a hard time doing that. Aren't there applique scissors that protect the bottom layer as well? You know, that's interesting because I know what applique scissors look like. They got like a duck bill under there. I never knew what was the reason for that duck bill thing. I did not know. Huh. Wow. Now see, I did not know that. And now that you mention it though, that yes, Papa. You're road running? Mhm. You the road runner? Yeah. I love you. Okay. He's gonna run to the road. But I never knew that. I knew they were called applique scissors. I think I knew that. And I knew that they had this little round thing on the bottom. And I and now that you mention it, that would be amazing. I've been reading about using fabric softener for a medium when painting with acrylics on fabric. Anyone ever tried this? Ooh, I've not tried that. I made round edge burp cloths and the threads were amazing once I did the first wash. Yes, and that's what I have found too. Now, I don't have allergies to dust, so I don't have a problem with it. And I think once you wash it once, especially twice, then you've kind of washed all of the lint off of it then. And so oh, wait a minute. Wait. See, I always have to go back through all the comments after the film is over because then well, Gail, I did not know that. That is amazing. And Clover makes a special cutter for rag quilt too. Oh, I know these ones they do say that it's rag quilt snips. This one here, these ones here. I keep them in this package and hanging up on a hook so I try not to lose them. I got my pegboard over there, and that's kind of handy to have. And so these snip scissors, I think, well, I got these on Amazon, and I believe I put it on my favorite things in Amazon too. And these are not the most expensive ones. There are some that are more expensive than this. These ones are Nifty Notions. Then they have some more that are more expensive, and I don't know why they're more expensive, but these are cutting just fine. And okay, 4 layers. Yes, thank you, Fiona. You ladies are awesome that you're awesome that you are answering questions for me because I sometimes just don't see the questions and then I don't get them answered. And I appreciate every one of you that answer the questions for me because I'm I'm real not good at that. Let me see if I have my if you've seen my organizational skills right here down here on this floor, you'd call in the Mounties. But I was looking to see if I just had my book right here close, but I don't. I mean, I do. It is close, but it's covered up by other close stuff. Where did I put that thing? Where I put that doggone book? The doggone book shouldn't be too far. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna play with my knitting needles tonight. Oh, here it is. Golly gee. This here book, it says 101 double-edged hook stitches. Double-ended hook stitches. And some people call it double-ended crochet, hook crochet, and then some people call it the word crochet knit, right there. And but you crochet onto the needle and then off, or onto the hook and then off the hook, onto the hook and off the hook, with two different colors. And I want to do, this is the one I've been really wanting to do, is this stitch right here. This is one ball of yarn that you're stitching on with, and then the green is where you're stitching off with. So the one side will be the one color, and the other side will be another color. And I think that is just the most amazing thing. And one thing about this is my vision is kind of going kaputski, in ways, and it's hard to when I'm crocheting is to find the right stitch that I want to go into. And with this, and you're using two different colors of yarn, it's like you just go right through it because the color that you're actually working on, the color you're working on is what's going to pop right out there, and you'll see, oh, it goes here on them stitches. And so that's why I wanted to get that, because I've had this book like forever, and then I have one great big fat needle, but my big fat hook was just too big for what I wanted. And I know I've got a smaller one somewhere, but I couldn't find it, and still can't find it, probably never will find it. And because there's some things that won't be found until this house goes to great grandchildren, they might find it. But I'll put that right there. But yeah, so now I got those ones that just come in the mail today, and I'm gonna go sit in my lazy chair with my blanket. I'm picking up off the floor, and so I didn't get very far on this, did I? But you kind of got the basic idea of how to put it together and how to go on it. So this is one of them open-ended things where you what I don't like about Tennyson or crochet knit is that if you make a mistake, it's not easy to correct. That I know of anyway. Oh, now see, what I've seen in the Tennessean, or however you say that, it's, to me, it's like different because you're crocheting down the post, and then you go across and down the post, and then crochet and down the post. That's just what I've seen though. So I could be, yeah, this here is simple. The crochet knit is very, very, yeah, to me, they're different. But there might be different ways of doing that T word, what you said that I can't say because my tongue doesn't work that way. And so I'm going to play with this tonight, and then I'm going to probably make a little video tomorrow. But I'm going to play with it a little bit tonight, and then probably make it. But what I like to do with the crochet knit is, yeah, they are a bit different. Yes, I like to make dishcloths. I like to use the cotton yarn, complete 100% cotton yarn. You The other stuff won't work. The whatever acrylic yarns, they don't really work. You can't use them for washing dishes. I don't like to wash dishes anyway. So, but anyhow, I'm going to find me something to read here, because although I didn't get very far on my block, I'm sure I gave you the basic idea. So if you wanna try it, I think you can. MS Scotland. The lady that was instructing was very eco-aware, so maybe that's why she chose to use aloe vera. I found it okay. We were just used to instead of the usual to try to see what I prefer. Okay, though, so that was something she's talking to Valerie about. Okay, now I'm gonna show you everything I can, Elizabeth. Everything I can, and I don't. Everything I show you might not be all good, but um, I show you as much as I can. Let me see. So I'm going to read now. I'm going to go crochet for a while, and then it's going to be almost bedtime because we go to bed early. We are so old. Okay, thank you all for coming. You guys are great, and I'm going to read from my book. You are stronger than you know. Words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. All right. Draw strength from yourself and your surroundings. Oh, I wanted to mention too, if you don't use the chalk, um, the tailor's chalk to draw your lines, they have this kind of pens that write and then they disappear with heat. So if you draw a line, they're called heat erasable fabric marking pens, and these ones come from Love Sew, and then you iron it, and the ink goes away. Now, if you don't want to use the tailor's chalk, okay. Now here's where I was at now. Okay. Draw strength from yourself and your surroundings. When the challenger, when the challenging, hmm, when the challenges seem so much greater than your strength, you may wonder, how will you get through this day or even this hour? At times like these, you need to look back to past trials and tribulations that you have gone through and survived. Remember them. The same strength that enabled you to get through those earlier storms is still within you. Reach down deep and draw from this wellspring. Allow it to replenish your soul. Borrow strength from others. See there? Borrow strength from others. Those warriors who have already fought and won the battles you are struggling with today. Rejoice in their victories. They are with you in spirit. Draw strength from those who are with you in the battle today. For some of us truly walk alone. They're talking about this group of people right here. Draw strength from the good things in your life, from the simplest to the greatest. Whether it's a pretty little flower, a kind word from a friend, a walk in your favorite place, or a beautiful sunset, draw strength from anything good that touches your heart or your day. Draw strength from those who love you, those who make your life richer by being part of your days, those who will be there for you not only on sunny days, but also on the cloudy ones, and those who will hold you in the storms of life. Have faith in yourself. Draw strength from your faith. And know in your heart, just as before, this time will pass because you have strength for today. And that was written by Nancy Sims. And she did a good job writing that, I'm telling you. Okay, all right. And so, yes, so that's my quilt square. Tomorrow, I'm going to do something with wood. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with wood. I'm going to do something with wood and or make something look like wood. I don't know. And this too, we're going to see how this works out where I plastered that napkin on that fabric, and then this one I just the napkin. I'm gonna be playing with them. I might do that tonight too. Oh no, I can't do everything tonight. Okay, I want to ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming and hanging out with me for all this time, and for not saying any bad words. That's good. That's good. Everybody gets a brownie point for not saying any bad words, and y'all be safe, happy, healthy, humble, and happy and healthy and humble and safe and well. All of that stuff. Okay. God bless you all and thank you again. And I'll see you probably tomorrow. Probably see you tomorrow. God bless.